Hi, everybody. This is Wendy Kim of Your Dream Realized Business and Financial Coaching, helping rat racers escape the cube and turn their passion into a life and business of their dreams. And I apologize that I'm late for this Facebook Live. I had an issue for some reason, the Facebook Live option was not showing up. So if you were on here earlier, I really am sorry about that. So today is a really interesting day, right? It is January 3rd, so most people are back to work. After, in some cases, maybe you've been off from work for 2 weeks, or even longer, or even maybe it's just been 4 days or something to that effect. But irregardless, a lot of people have enjoyed the holiday and are now dragging themselves back to the office. And I remember when I was in the corporate world, I usually would take about 2 weeks off. And I just remember this Sunday night before I'd have to go back into work after a long vacation was not good. I was definitely feeling anxiety. I felt like there was like tension in my shoulders. I was so not looking forward to it. And there was kind of like a dread almost. Not that I hated my job, like I never hated my job. It was just something I was not passionate about. And so, anyways, I remember waking up Monday morning after a long vacation, and I was just like, why is this happening to me? Why do I have to do this? And literally dragging myself out of the bed and then dragging myself into the office and literally putting one foot slowly in front of the other. And I'm guessing a lot of you may have had to do that this morning. And so my question is, what does that mean? What does it mean to have to drag yourself out of bed to go to your job? Hey, Dara, good to see you. So for some people, it might not mean much. If you're happy doing what you're doing, if you love doing what you're doing, if you're passionate about it, but just, you know, enjoyed a lot of time with your family and take a little and maybe feel a little bit of sadness that like your kids are now in school, then maybe it means nothing. Maybe you're right in the right spot, in the right place, something that will shake off in a few minutes, right? But my guess is that for most people, it means something deeper. If you're just sort of okay with your job, I mean, you don't even have to hate your job, but if you're just kind of like, meh, I really could do without being here, I'm not feeling energized, if that's something you've felt for a while, where sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's not bad, that's not enough. And it's not, in my opinion, it's not enough to just live your life doing work where you're just kind of like, it's not bad, I don't mind it, at least I get a paycheck, it's okay. That that's not inspiring people, and that tells me that you do want to do something different, but for some reason you're not. And so I want to just deconstruct that for you a little bit today. Um, okay, so say you're just okay with your job. You've dragged yourself in. You know you're not in love with it, but you're like, what would I do? I don't know what I would do. I need the money. I don't really love what I do, but it is what it is. If you're in that spot, then I would ask you, what would you want to be doing? And I think this is a great time of year to be thinking about that. to be thinking about, okay, what do you want more of in your life? Because you don't have to settle. You can actually be in love with what you do and you can make a living. But believing that is a different story. So I would ask you for this year, what would you like to try to start doing as a business? This doesn't mean that you quit your day job as soon as possible, but this means you start taking some steps. So, the first question I would ask you is, what lights you up? What are you passionate about? Recently, I was talking to someone and he is obsessed with real estate investing. He's really good at it. He's very skilled and he just talks about it all the time. But he's an engineer. And so we started talking about the idea of, well, what if as a business you pursued real estate investing? And he's like, no, I can't do that. I don't know enough. I'm an engineer. He sees himself as an engineer. So he thinks he can only make money doing engineering. But in reality, there are people who would pay him money to learn about real estate investing. And he could do that as a business. So the question I just would ask you right now is, it's not what business can you start? It's what do you love to do? What are you passionate about? And of course, the ultimate question would be, can we turn this into a business or not? But for now, I would just ask you to start asking yourself, what lights you up? What do you talk about when you just are talking to anyone? What can people not get you to shut up about? That is a good indicator of something you could add more of in your life and potentially have as a business. So, anyways, I would love to hear what your interests are. Please share them with me. And if you are dragging a bit today and want to talk about it, feel free to message me and I would love to hear from you. Okay, take care. Love you. Bye.